Hello and welcome our dear viewers. Today we have a very special guest had achieved a new sporting and media milestone on the global stage following the 26th Arab Gulf Cup 26 hosted by Kuwait in December 2024. He secured the third place globally in the most impactful branding initiative award organized by the World Football Summit WFS in Madrid, Spain. His initiative was shortlisted among the top 3 global initiatives in developing visual identity and marketing in football. Please welcome with me Mr. Hussein Almana, Managing Partner, Private Company. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure to have you today.
Pleasure is mine, and I'm very happy to be here to talk about this award.
Exactly, and something caught my interest is the WFS award. Could you tell us more about it?
The World Football Summit Award, it's basically it's about being able to celebrate some of the key individuals, brands, in the organizations or clubs who are creating a positive impact in the sporting industry.
Okay.
Who have contributed to the industry, to the community, who have made impact where it lasts to create something creative around the world. So the World Football Summit is somewhere, it's a place where people who are working behind the scenes get to be on the spotlight.
Like the directors?
Yes.
Very nice. And when you say like contribution into like the football, like globally, some people like for them it maybe like be very general idea. So could you narrow it down, like what kind of contributions exactly?
So basically, in sports you have athletes, right? And the athletes are what the sport is about. But who are preparing everything for the athletes? And on the other side, you have spectators, the fans, people who are loving the sport. They're watching the sport every day. So who is organizing all of that for them? There must be someone or some sort of team. That's where we come in. The people who are working behind the scenes could be with the crowd management, management on the ground, the production management. Could be people like yourself from the TV. So at the end of the day, there's always somebody working, preparing to make it easier, smoother, and nicer for everyone.
That's really beautiful. And now, like, I think the idea is clear for our dear viewers so they can understand better. And so how does the connection of this sport reside with your presentation? So
what we were doing in the Arabian Gulf Cup, Khaliji Zain, was a sports presentation. Our sports presentation is basically the entertainment of the venue itself, the stadium, where we manage the screen, the sound, and the entertainment with the announcers in the stadium. So at the end of the day, branding initiative had nothing to do with sports presentation. But what they saw in our work was contributing to marketing and branding initiative itself.
Okay.
So that's why they're like, this was suitable to be part of this award. So we, through sports presentation, we're able to have that branding exposure for the tournament, for the sponsors who are in the tournament and supporting the tournament.
So as far as I'm understanding from you, it was like from the graphic, the visuals, into also like the atmosphere that people are having.
Yes, through the entertainment that we have done, it was considered as a branding initiative for them. So that's why for us it was even more special, because although we have nothing to do with branding initiative, they considered it part of it. So it made us start looking outside of the box and wanting to actually expand into a more creative and innovative ways.
So in different words, you kind of like changed the whole game.
Yes.
That's really amazing. And I always say like Kuwait is always creative and innovative in many different ways. And now we have like one example for that. So was that like your first participation, if you can recall?
In the World Football Summit, yes. But in football, in general, organizing a sports presentation was not my first participation.
Okay.
My first global participation was in the Asian Cup in Qatar, 2023. That was my first big event as an individual. And then from there, I started moving on to expanding into other fields in the sporting industry and expanding my knowledge. And then I was then taken to FIFA World Cup for futsal in Uzbekistan 2024. And then it was about time to come back home and do something extraordinary here.
Extraordinary here. Yeah. That's really beautiful. And like, what was your feeling going like to something, you know, very big as FIFA? Like, what was your impression, the feeling?
It was, I would say, if I would look back 5 years ago, I would never expected that I would reach that in a very young and early age and in a very fast time. But I guess there's talented people here like me as well that have that chance, and I think it's possible. Nothing is impossible, but at the same time, the feeling is always great to be able to go outside of your circle. Yeah, and to learn from others as well, and to be able to also teach others.
Exactly.
So it's always a great feeling to have more experiences all around the world.
Of course, indeed, indeed. And sometimes like people can see, you know, the shiny awards. They can see like the spotlight. But before the spotlight, there was like darker rooms where like challenges happen, where some difficulties. So what are some challenges you have faced before reaching this kind of level?
I mean, there's no success without challenges, right? So at the end of the day, to be able to work hard and reach something doesn't come easy without any challenges and any hard moments. I think one of the most things that we have as difficulties is sometimes maybe being not understood by the industry, given that the fact that sports presentation is not considered an old thing. It's a new thing and it's still expanding in the world. It started in the States and then started with the NBA, with the NFL, and then now started expanding into football. And then in the World Cup, it came to the Gulf, and then now started expanding in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and the world. So I think being misunderstood is not a bad thing, but it's also a difficulty that we face most of the time. But of course, with time, things become smoother and everything becomes easier.
And you get like the hand of it.
Yes, definitely. And we get to also be able to open up with others and collaborate with others
Open
in the
like
field.
new doors and new opportunities.
Definitely, of course.
That's really cool. And sometimes like when we talk about the atmosphere for the audience, you know, you and I could, like even when in Duania, for example, when we play like scene and gym,
Yes.
it's kind of tough to agree on like the categories. So how can you like implement the different cultures that people have into like one presentation, for example?
For example, in the Gulf Cup, what we have done is we try to mix in local music with the stadium atmosphere. So we didn't just use
like one rhythm for specific.
Yeah, we didn't just use any random music for the stadium, but also in the same time, the announcers were bringing the talented people that are announcing the stadium, what they're wearing, the culture, the jdasha and the ghitra, for example, and how they look presentable as well. But also in the same time, we have to use the local people, and at the same time, sometimes local people don't have the experience. Therefore, you train them. So we were able to train local talented youth from Kuwait, and from there you get to have that mix of the spectators in the stadium, but with the talented people working, and there's that connection between them. But also when you use the music and you use the atmosphere, everything is localized. So I think that's what made us special compared to others in the industry around the world, is that wherever we go, we localize the entertainment.
Localize the entertainment.
Yes.
I love that concept.
Yes. So we don't just go in and just bring in our experience. No, we go in, we have to learn,
understand the culture,
understand the culture,
and based on that
train
you
local
design
people, and create a legacy for the locals here, for example. Therefore, let's say, for example, we go to, let's say, choose a country.
A country, like globally or locally?
Any country.
South Africa.
Let's say we go to South Africa, right? And we have to learn their culture. We want to create some entertainment in the stadium.
Okay.
We also train local guys in South Africa, especially from the youth, focusing on the youth. So therefore, when we finish from a project from there and we leave, these local guys are still there with that experience.
Wow.
And that creates legacy where they carry on that experience and they expand the knowledge.
That's really lovely.
Yes.
And I would like to know, like, how long does that period of time take, like the project?
Oh, I guess
there's a lot of work.
I mean, given the fact that you don't just know everything suddenly. You take time to learn a lot of things.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't say we're perfect, but I mean, like, we're perfect enough for ourselves. But we became in that type of level throughout the time.
Yes, like if there's like a project that you're working on, how long the period for that project to be done?
Depends on how big the project is. I mean, it could be a small tournament and it could be a big tournament. It could be a global tournament where it's either for FIFA or a local FA federation. There's events that we prepare within 2 weeks. That's something easy we can do locals. There's events that we do within 1 month. There's events that we actually work for a whole 6 months before we actually go into the event.
I can imagine.
Yeah, the earlier the better, of course, because
definitely.
then you're able to do more creative ideas. There's time to actually breathe in, breathe out, and make something creative coming in and coming out of the talented people that we have as well. So I think time is always a key to create great events, and the earlier you have things prepared, the better the outcome is.
Exactly, and I can see that you are really taking advantage of time in every second, and that's really something smart for anyone if you want to be distinguished from the rest of the people. And a milestone like this is not like a one-man show. There's like a team behind it.
Yes.
So tell us about the team, the rules, different rules people have in order to achieve such a milestone.
Well, the team is everything. At the end of the day, you can't just work by yourself.
Actually, when we were talking, I thought like I was imagining Avengers for some.
I would consider that as part of my team.
Like everyone has his own specialty.
Yeah, I would actually be able to categorize them. I don't mind. It's actually great that you mentioned that, and I'll take that as a compliment. Yes, the team is everything. At the end of the day, you need different talented people, different experienced people, people who have knowledge and technical stuff sometimes. At the end of the day, I could be special in one thing, but the 10 other people with me could be special in 10 different things that are 10 times better than me. At the end of the day, yes, I came in and I brought this idea, and I'm the brain that's managing it. But at the end of the day, you need somebody working with you. And the team that I have is great. They come in from different backgrounds. A lot of them are young as well, and they have a very bright future, and I wish them all the best. And I thank everyone who has worked with us and has been dedicated to our project. But at the end of the day, the team that we build, I call them the leaders that are in my team.
The leaders in your team.
Yes.
And that's like one of the greatest tools for any leader empowerment. And as you are talking, we can sense the empowerment that you are giving to the youth and give them like the responsibility and also believe in them that they can achieve this milestone, and that's how they are growing and becoming better and better every day. Definitely. That's really awesome. So looking at the future, what's there to come? I
mean, there is a lot to do. There's still a lot of work to do, and we are very motivated to move forward with that. We have been speaking about sports presentation for this past year after the Gulf Cup. But there's a lot that comes around that, because sports presentation alone cannot be its own thing to grow a whole legacy. Because you have a sports presentation, right?
Yes.
But linked to that, you have branding for a sport. And then linked to that, you have an event management, and then ticketing management, crowd management, and then competition operation. All of that has to work together. So moving forward, we want to see how we can link all of that together and actually help every other parts of this industry, our counterparts from production, our counterparts from the competition operators, and where can we all grow together instead of us growing alone.
That's really beautiful. So instead of having like just one goal for the team that you have like a shared common vision for all the different sectors.
For Kuwait.
For Kuwait as well.
Yes.
That's really beautiful and very inspiring actually. Especially like that we're heading towards like a very inspirational vision, Kuwait 2035. Thank you so much, Mr. Hussein Almana, for being with us and informing about the sport presentation, this new brand field that people are having and how you are flourishing in that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Definitely. It was a pleasure having you with us. And now, dear viewers, it's a tabletop board game founded in Britain, moved to India, then come to the region. The game is about aiming the disc to broad-cornered hole to score a point, and each team should choose which disc color to play with, either black or white. So how about we see a report, and then we're going to be back.